Hello! In this video, I'm making a mini zine using basically the template you'll find anywhere on the internet if you look up how to make a mini zine. This involves taking a normal piece of paper, folding it a few times in one way or in another, and then you cut it up the center like this and squish it together. And then when you fold it all in one direction, you end up with a little 8-page booklet. So I was using a prompt list for this zine, and I was going to use the one color prompt. So I had a yellow piece of paper. I was like, I'm going to make a yellow zine. I pulled out some yellow washi tape, yellow markers, yellow pens. But as I accumulated these yellow things, I had a different idea based on the paper I had. So then I started kind of sketching it out on a legal pad for this zine about legal pads. Because I'm a writer, I overthink the words on the page, and I spend a lot of time wondering what the title should be and how to break down the 8 pages. And it just really helps me to game it out first on paper before I start using my supplies. That's the other thing about me. I am one of those people who likes to hoard their craft supplies and is afraid of ever using them. So this is me using the stickers and using all the other stuff too. I have here some, I guess they would be considered vintage stickers from the 90s and early 2000s. In addition to some other papers like this little Love Notes pad that I'm using here. I got it like a Daiso or something. But I brought together all of my supplies, including these nice ladybug stickers, which are authentic to the situation I'm writing about. And I started recreating some elements of the letters I remember receiving when I went off to Girl Scout camp. Look at that Ms. Grossman stickers. Those were part of the creative memory scrapbooking thing. Anyway, so for the last page of my zine, I wanted to try to recreate something I don't even really remember, but which is, I guess, infamous in my family, that I went off to Girl Scout camp and sent home a letter that was literally tear-stained. And so I was trying to create this tear-stained effect with some markers. I used blue to represent the tears, but that looked kind of silly. So then I made a smaller version and restuck the stickers and started over. And I just used ballpoint pen and tried once again to, authentically get some water and drip it on the page and mess it up. Except ballpoint pen doesn't run like a water-based? Whatever, a Crayola marker. It doesn't run. So then I had to try one more time. And I just simulated writing on the page. I don't remember what I wrote, and I dripped water on it again. This did not work as well as I hoped, but it was kind of the best approximation of a letter that I created here, so I went with it. And then it had to dry. So as my tear-stained letter was drying, I looked at these amazing old stickers that I had and figured out that I had enough to spell out the words yellow pad, so I made that the title of the zine. And then I flipped to the back and added the title I decided to give myself as the author of this zine, which is Moon Prism Press. There it goes. So then, as my almost final step, I tried to commit to writing the words down and yet again started second guessing what I had. And so then I took some sketchbook paper basically and cut it up so that it would be the surface for me to write all of the words on, so that then I wasn't writing directly in the book. I think part of this was to make the yellow more visible, and part of it was also just me being afraid to commit to writing words down. Finally, my tear-stained letter was dry, so I added that in. Oh, no, I didn't add it till the very end. But here I am adding in the text. And that was it for this process. This did not end up being a zine about the color yellow, but it kind of was, and it was also kind of a storytelling zine. So I might have said this before, but I finally got 2 prompts in one. And here is the completed zine, Yellow Pad. I always thought the purpose of a yellow legal pad was writing letters, because that's what my mother used when I went to Girl Scout camp. She used these ladybug stickers. She would give my brothers paper and stickers and send me letters from them too, with helpful captions. She even wrote a whole mystery starring me. She sent the letters in advance so I'd be sure to get mail every day. The only letter I sent home was very sad. Sorry, Mom. And that's it. Thank you for watching.